This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. In the last session, what we did, we started talking about basic business process in which we were talking about how sales happen, and connecting to sale, we understood different other points related to cost, material and all,
Yes, sir.
integration, sales tax and all. Now we will try to understand from GL onward. Let's say GL module or GL accounting. In general, whenever we talk about GL, is this a GL including everything or there is any limitation to the GL?
including everything, sir.
GL
Whenever we
included.
talk about any GL, GL includes everything because your total financial reporting is based on the GL accounting only.
Yes, sir.
Why total financial is based on the GL? Because when you prepare any trial balance, when you prepare any P&L, when you prepare any balance sheet, all these three reports are mandatory for every month end
Yes,
to
sir.
find out the business profit or business loss. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When we find out this business profit, business loss, first point, you need to ensure you are considering all business transaction, no matter what it is.
Yes, sir.
Every business transaction must be taken into account while preparing a TB P&L balance sheet. Now, everything will be part of GL. So when you're typically talking about GL, by default, you're consolidating all the business transaction. In short, GL module, this includes every business transaction. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
When you talk about this includes every business transaction, apart from GL, we need to understand something called as second one, accounts payable. Third one, we need to understand what is the opposite for accounts payable?
Accounts receivable.
Accounts receivable.
Accounts receivable. Let's put accounts receivable here. And then you will have something you called fixed assets,
Yes, sir.
fixed assets, and then you will have something you called inventory. You will have something you called cash accounting. You will have something you called bank accounting, and then you will have direct taxation,
Yes,
and then you will have indirect taxation. Plus you will have something you called month-end activities, plus you will have something you called
yes,
year-end activities, and there are many other topics which will be included in one of the set. Now these are basically business processes after system is handed over to the client. Am I right?
yes, sir.
Yes.
GL, AP, AR, everything will come in sequence on a daily basis for the regular business transaction once project is declared as go live or once the system is handed over to the user. Once the system is handed over, what will happen? Every day users will be starting to use SAP for their day-to-day business transaction. Let it be any expense, any income, any purchase, any asset, any liability, whatever it is. If it is a business transaction, it must be accounted in SAP.
Yes.
Now you should start understanding from AP, not from GL. Because if you go by GL, it is including everything, and then you will not understand what to take first, what to take next. Am I right?
Yes.
When you know GL is including everything, we will not have a clarity. You will not get the hold from where you need to start, from where you need to end, what is to be included, what is not to be included. Instead, go from your apart from GL, because by default all these are part of your GL. When you come to GL, easy to exclude these points.
Yeah.
After this, when you come to GL, straightforward you can exclude these points. After excluding this, whatever is left over, there you can focus on GL. Easy to understand every point without any difficulties, in such a way that you are connecting points with more clarity. First of all, if you look at accounts payable, point number one, the moment you talk about accounts payable, is this asset or liability?
Liability.
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 Liabilities.
This is a liability. Liability always shows debit balance or credit balance.
Credit balance.
Debit.
It always shows
Credit balance.
credit balance, right? Nothing new. These are basic accounting fundamentals. Nothing from SAP,
Yes.
Yes.
right? Now, in accounts payable, you deal with what? Who are you dealing with in accounts payable?
Vendors.
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 You're dealing with vendors. What you do with vendor, it is immaterial. It is nowhere in the picture. If you're talking about accounts payable, it is all about vendor. In short, wherever you find a vendor, can I blindly call it as accounts payable?
Yes.
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 The moment you find a vendor, it is accounts payable. But not everybody calls it as vendor, right? Somebody call vendor as some other name. What are the alternative name for vendor?
Supplier.
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 Partner.
Somebody call it as a
Creditor.
supplier. Somebody call it as creditor, right?
Creditors.
Yes, sir.
Or you can also call it as buyer or seller.
Buyer.
Buyer.
Vendor is buyer or vendor is a seller?
Seller.
It is buyer.
Seller.
Seller, sir.
Seller. You can also call it as business partner. Am I right?
Business part. Yes, sir.
You need to slowly understand different terminologies just to ensure, in case of any conversation, when you're talking to anybody or when you're coming across anywhere, you should not get any confusion. If somebody is talking about seller, don't get confused to who is a seller, what is mean by seller or creditor, supplier. Everything is the same at the end.
Yes.
At the end, everything
Yes.
is the same. Now, what typically we do from the vendor? We buy
Buy goods or
or
services.
Buy the material.
purchase or procure
Procure.
goods and services
Service. Yes.
On credit.
on cash or credit basis. Am I right? Both are possible.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes on cash basis, sometimes on credit basis. Both are possible. But in any organization, majority of the purchases are cash basis or credit basis.
Credit basis.
Credit basis.
In any company, majoritarily purchases are credit basis. So whenever you're purchasing on credit basis, you need credit time, right? Even if you take any credit card, you get a time to make the payment or not.
Yes, sir.
30 days credit, 50 days
Yes.
credit, 60 days credit, 45 days credit. Similarly, when you are purchasing on credit from any vendor, vendor will give you credit time. This is nothing but a payment terms or terms of payment,
Yes, sir.
credit period.
Yes. Yes.
You will be given, let's say vendor will tell, okay, I will give you product or I will provide the services on credit basis, but make sure whenever I give the invoice, from the invoice within 30 days you need to process the payment. From the invoice within 15 days, within 10 days, within 45 days, within 60 days, or within 90 days, 120 days, depending upon the agreement or understanding between the buyer and seller, customer and vendor. They might have any credit period. Any combination is possible here. There is no fixed rule. It should be 30
Yes,
days.
sir.
It should be 10 days. There is no rule here. It can be different for every vendor. But on an average, it is 30 days. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Most commonly, it is 30 days, but there is no fixed logic. There is no fixed rule here. Right? And here, what are we purchasing? You can purchase either goods or services. Goods is nothing but material, physical thing. Service is nothing but invisible things or non-physical thing. Now, next one, you will purchase on two ways. Based on the PO and without PO. Point number one, you can purchase with PO. Point number two, you can purchase without PO. Majoritarily in any organization or in any company, purchases will happen with PO or without PO.
With PO.
With PO.
PO.
Majoritarily, all the purchases will happen with PO. Am I right?
Yes.
Strictly with PO. Straightforward, you can blindly tell it's with PO only. Okay, so when every purchase is happening with PO, the moment you are getting a purchase order, one more module must strike your mind. What is that module? If it is purchase order,
MM.
Material management.
module. When we're talking about module, why this is coming into the picture? For the purpose of purchase order. Why purchase order is coming into the picture? Because you're purchasing, right? And since you're making a purchase with the purchase order is part of is coming into the purchasing cycle. Here you call it as something called FI integration.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If you tell anybody that you know accounts payable and you do not know FIMM integration, is this valid or invalid?
Invalid.
People tell I am good at GL, AP, AR. Three strong weapons which people use in the market. They say that I'm very good at GL, AP, AR. I practiced GL, AP, AR so rigorously. I'm very strong in it. You tell, have you worked on FIMM integration? They said, no, I'm not so confident. I did not work on it, or I'm not aware of this. Then how accounts payable is complete without FIMM integration? When you say most of the purchases in any company is based on purchase order, without FIMM integration, is this possible or not possible?
Not
It's
possible.
not possible.
Right? Logic correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
When you
correct.
tell you know accounts payable, when you tell you know vendor, when you tell you know purchases, first thing understand in any organization, in any company, purchases, you can take 90% plus purchases will happen through PO only. And if you do not know what is purchase order, if you do not know the subsequent process of the purchase order until the vendor settlement, you do not know accounts payable. Just mark it that you do not know accounts payable. With that knowledge, when we go to the market, it will be question mark. And this FIMM integration, is this a mandatory topic in the interview or it is optional?
Mandatory.
Mandatory.
This is mandatory, wherein you cannot ignore it. You cannot skip this topic from your interview preparation. Not only for the interview preparation, in any organization, any company, whatever they purchase, everything is based on the purchase order. And you will have to work on the purchase order. You will have to understand PO cycle and all right from the beginning. And don't expect anybody will make you understand this. Don't expect anybody will think that you are not aware of it. Everybody's assumption is you are good at it by default. So meet the people expectation by knowing these points in a practical manner. Okay. So here, whenever you are talking about this, first point, remember, all the purchases will happen through purchase order. We will buy goods and services. FIMM integration is mandatory. Next one, vendor is part of BP in S4HANA. BP means what?
Business.
Business partner.
BP means business partner. Now you will be working on S4HANA system and you will be practicing S4HANA system. When you go to market, you will be questioned, you will be checked on S4HANA system. It's all S4HANA now. It's trending. So So you have to be according to the trend, according to the current market situation. So you need to ensure you are not just calling it as a vendor, you are calling it as BP vendor, not just a vendor. Okay, it's a BP vendor in S/4HANA system. You need to understand what is business partner. Now, can I say I worked on GL, AP, AR, or I'm good at accounts payable, but I don't know what is PP? Okay or not okay?
Not okay.
Okay.
Not okay, sir.
Not okay.
Not okay.
You have to say that I know business partner. You have to say what is BP logic, what and all we need to understand. You also need to know something called CVI integration. What do you mean by CVI?
Customer vendor.
Customer vendor integration.
CVI is nothing but customer vendor integration. Name itself is telling you are integrating, you're connecting a customer and vendor. Right?
Yes, sir.
Integration means joining, right? Combining. You're joining, you're combining a customer and vendor. That is where you call it as CVI, customer vendor integration. Now, if I'm talking about any vendor, if I talk about any vendor, now with this vendor, typically what I do, I buy.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
From the vendor, I buy. Now from the same vendor, can I also do a sale transaction? I can
Yes.
also sell to my vendor,
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we can do.
right?
Yes, sir.
Now in that case, vendor is the same person, customer is also the same person,
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Vendor become a customer.
Yes, sir.
right? In that
Yes,
case,
sir.
vendor, customer, both are same. Now for that matter, you need to ensure CVI is important. Only one master for both vendor and customer. It is a single master for both customer and vendor. That is also important. After that, you need to understand what kind of transactions will happen for vendor. When you're talking about what kind of transactions will happen for a vendor, first point is always master data, right? First, you need to bring the
Yes, sir.
vendor into the system,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
right? You will bring the vendor into the picture only when you identify that you're going to do a business transaction. Agree?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It is as simple as like you're saving a contact in your mobile phone. Do you save all the mobile numbers of everybody in this world, in your locality, in your office?
No.
No, sir.
No,
Only
right?
known one.
You save only when you have some work. Otherwise, you will tell why I need. I don't have any work. I don't need his number. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Similarly, in any company,
Yes, sir.
everybody will create the vendor only if they identify a business transaction or a business deal with them. Otherwise, no, not required. Just like that, nobody will create a vendor. There should be an identified transaction or a proposed business deal. Only then you will be creating a vendor. Now here you cannot create a vendor just like that. Reason, if you pay or if you create a vendor, you are creating a possible or potential liability.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If I
Yes.
create you as my vendor and then I will tell that okay, I will create you as my vendor, I will keep your bank account detail, I will simply post one entry for 20 lakh rupees and you will receive the payment from my company 20 lakh rupees, we will split 50-50. Possible or not? Manipulation.
Yes, sir.
If I don't put any control, if I don't put any restriction here, if I don't define any process, anybody can create anybody as a vendor without any control, and you might end up paying to unnecessary people for no reason. Am I right?
Yes.
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 Vendor is one of the sensitive point which you need to carefully understand. Any misunderstanding, anything which is not conceptually correct will lead to unnecessary problems in the interview, in the project both. No more casual understanding every point on dot to the business process. What happens in a project, what you need to do as a consultant, you'll have to connect right from the beginning. Right? If there is no process defined, I can create you as my vendor, right? In my company code because I have the access to vendor master creation. Then I will tell my friend who has access to creating invoice. I will tell my friend you create the invoice for 20 lakh. I will give you 2 lakhs. He will create. Yes or no?
Yes.
Meaning certain things can go wrong here. So that is why in every company there are rules, there are policies, there are procedures which must be followed, and everything to be restricted access to everybody. Yes or no? Based
Yes.
on your work, you are given the authorization. You cannot open everything because you never know who will misuse the system for what purpose. For everything there is a reason, for everything there is a logic behind it, which we need to understand. Okay, when you're talking about master, there should be an identified transaction. For example, how you will decide that you need to buy something? You cannot purchase anything just like that, right? Somebody will have to ask that this is required,
Yes, sir.
right? Somebody will have to ask. For example, let's say that we are all working in IT department. We are all related to SAP project. Now, in the SAP project, let's assume next week there is a new consultant joining for FICO. Possible or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let's assume an offer letter is issued. The new FICO consultant joining date is probably 1st of August. From 1st August or on 2nd August, the new employee is joining for SAP FICO module. Now, the moment new employee is coming, are we supposed to issue the laptop or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? We are supposed to issue a laptop. And for you to issue a laptop, you need to make sure you will inform the IT department or not, or the relevant department or not.
Yes, sir.
New employee
Yes.
is joining on so and so date in our department. Please make sure laptop is arranged. For example, you have to inform the team that this person is joining an SAP team as a FICO consultant. He or she requires laptop with a so and so specification. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Maybe I'm telling that laptop is required with minimum i5 processor, 16 GB RAM, because he or she will be working on SAP FICO project, and then laptop must be fast. I don't need old laptop. Please arrange a good laptop, working condition laptop with i5 processor and 12 GB or 16 GB RAM. Okay, the IT team accepted the request, but they found out there is no stock. Currently, this specification laptops are not in stock. Now they know that the employee is joining on first week of August. Time is less.
Yes.
There are only two
Yes, sir.
possibilities for them. Point number one, either some employee is leaving by end of this month and they're submitting the laptop, then I will collect that laptop. I will hand over this laptop to the new employee. Possibility number one. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Possibility number two, if nobody is leaving the company or I'm not expecting any laptop to be returned, I need to get a new laptop. I need to buy the laptop,
Yes. Yes.
right? Now, what I will do, I will raise a request. I will raise a request internally to the admin department or to the finance department or to the purchasing department stating that this is the requirement. We need to arrange a new laptop to the upcoming new FICO consultant joining on first week of August. Currently, we do not have any laptop in stock with this specification. Kindly approve so that we will raise a request or we will place the order. Now, let's say that from the management or from the purchasing department, from the finance department, it is approved. When they approve it, they will approve it along with the budget. Approved 40,000 rupees or approved to buy laptop under 80,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Let's say that they approved based on the company policy, they approved it. Now, what the purchasing department will do, they will not book an Ola taxi or Uber auto, they'll not go to this one, right? Simply they will have the vendor list already available with them, suppliers,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
right? They will open the supplier list, vendor listing. Now, for them to open the supplier listing, vendor listing, now the user must have authorization to check the vendor master or not at a time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so they will have to go to the vendor list, supplier list, identify who are all the suppliers from where we can procure the laptop, and then they will ask they will ask this supplier to give the quotation. They say that okay, we wanted to buy the laptop, so and so specification. Kindly give the quotation. then accordingly they will give the quotation. Maybe they will put Dell laptop, Lenovo laptop, Acer laptop, XYZ laptop. But if you notice, every company will have a vendor who will supply the fixed laptop, like all the employees are assigned to or are provided with by default Dell laptop, by default HP laptop, by default Lenovo laptop. Am I right? Am I right? If you observed,
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
not that one employee is having HP, another employee is having a Lenovo, some other employee Dell, not like that. Majority, everybody will have the same laptop, in short, same brand.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's say they said specifically we are looking for Dell laptop. They got the order and they look at the quotations. Based on the quotation, they will finalize. Maybe sometimes based on the price, sometimes based on the date, sometimes based on the additional benefits, they will decide.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes.
in this case, they need to make sure laptop is received or laptop is available with them even before the employee joins. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And make sure you have sufficient time. For example, laptop is received, but laptop is damaged. What will happen? You have to return it, get one more replacement. Might take a time,
Yes.
Yes.
possible or
Yes.
not.
Possible.
You have to think all the possibilities, not just think, okay, it is coming on this date, I will give tomorrow. What if laptop is broken? Laptop is not working, it is damaged, it is a used laptop. You will have to return it
Yes.
until the replacement is returned or until the product is returned. Vendor will not give the replacement. Now, this is a possible delay.
Yes.
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 Not necessary this will happen, but you have to consider what if this happens and you are answerable for so many people. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And you are answerable for so many people. Similarly, once laptop is received, IT department or somebody needs to verify the laptop, make the necessary installations on the system. Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This again will take some time.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And now this is all remote working. Employee may not be coming to the office. You may have to courier the laptop
Yes,
to
sir.
the
Yes.
employee home address. Now again,
Yes.
this will take time.
Yes.
Yes.
Meaning there are so many points which we need to consider, or just like that, create a purchase order, or just like that, understand, okay, purchase this, or all these things which will happen practically in a project.
Will happen.
Right? All these things will literally happen in any project which we need to understand. Probably you may not be able to understand straightforward. You need to put a little effort. Now you are getting to know different points. Once you are in the project, you can observe whether how this is happening or not, because now you are getting different points, different ideas. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Once this is
Yes.
all happening, you need a proof. To create a new vendor, there should be a proof. Meaning, vendor will give you a quotation.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Vendor
That's
will
what.
give a quotation. Based on the quotation, you have to request for the different approval. Accordingly, you will be creating a vendor master. Once the vendor master is created, we need to make sure this vendor is created. And who will create the vendor? You have a dedicated team called as master data management or master data governance, or you have a dedicated user who is responsible for creating vendors. Am I right? Not
Yes.
anybody can create a vendor in any company. Am I correct or not?
Yes.
Yes.
MD
Yes.
Right? Not anybody can create a vendor in every company. You need to segregate the user team who is responsible for creating a master. The team who is responsible for creating a transaction should be different. That is where you bring a point called segregation of duties. SOD conflict. Anybody heard segregation of duties or SOD conflict?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? These points slowly we need to ensure, okay, I am aware of this point. When somebody is talking these things, I know what they're referring to. At least some point should strike our mind. Then it makes it more comfortable for you to connect it to the process. Now let's say that vendor is created. Now when the vendor is created, you need to make sure while creating the vendor, you need to ensure address is properly mentioned on the official document?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Vendor must give one official document. On the official document, vendor has to publish their address, meaning a letterhead. If you
Yes.
look at any bill, every bill contains or every bill comes along with the address, contact number. This is called as letterhead, meaning pre-printed name and address on the document. Yes or no? Paper,
Yes.
Yes,
not
sir.
just a white paper. Header, footer is already predefined on the paper. These are nothing but your letterheads. Am I correct?
Yes.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
you cannot manipulate, and this must be attested. Somebody should sign, somebody should put a stamp. Yes, this is authorized by our company. So and so designated accountant, so and so designated person. Even if you take your bank statement, you download the bank statement, give it to anybody, see who will accept it. Nobody will accept it unless your bank statement is attested. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
When you are submitting bank statement, everybody will ask, please provide the attested bank statement, meaning you have to go to bank. Otherwise, I can download the bank statement. I can go to PDF editor. I can go to MS Excel editor. I can submit to anybody. Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Easy, right? Then what everybody wants? Everybody wants authorized bank statement. Who can authorize it? Only the bank.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to go to the bank, ask them for the statement, or you download the statement, go to bank. What bank will do? What is the statement period? And in that period, the opening balance, closing balance, is it matching or not? The accountant will verify, and then they will put a sign, and then they'll put the bank seal on it, stamp. That is called
Yes.
as attestation, attested bank statement.
Yes, sir.
If this is not there, nobody will accept it, because you cannot submit just like that whatever you want. When you're in a business, when you're talking from a practical real environment point of view, you have to connect, you have to understand practical points in a practical way, else we don't understand. Theoretical, the way you practice is different. Practically, whatever happens in a project is different. You will find huge variation. The only same process is SAP screen. You will feel screen is the same, but everything is different. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Only the T code is the same, only the screen is same. Rest and all is different. People, what they are creating is different. While practicing, you would have created just like that in 1 minute. But in the project, it may be pending for 2 days, 3 days because of some missing information. Am I right?
Yes.
Why they are
Yes,
not
sir.
creating for a simple thing 1 minute, they are taking 2 days time. You do not know why it is taking 2 time. There is a process, and you do not know why it is getting stuck. Is this because of the process related documentation problem, or in the system there is any technical problem? The way you're looking at the process, the way you're looking at the system should be something different, not like everybody's looking at. Look at the system like a consultant. Look at the business process like a consultant. Only then you will understand what is happening and how we need to understand the process. Else, the way we understand is different, the way it works in a project is different. There is a deviation. This deviation creates confusion, and which will never allow anybody to be comfortable and then confident. This is a situation we should not get into. Right? Assuming master is created, master is approved. Now, whenever you create any vendor, while creating a vendor itself, you need to make sure vendor mode of payment, how the vendor is expecting payment. Some vendor will tell, give me cash. Some vendor will tell, issue check. Some vendor will tell, give the bank transfer.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, based on the vendor, you need to decide it. Not later on. At the time of vendor creation itself, vendor payment will come into the picture. For example, if a vendor is asking you to give check. Now, if you wanted to give a check payment to vendor, do you really think vendor will book a taxi, he will come to your office, he will collect the check? No, right?
No.
No.
No, sir.
And do you think you will book a taxi, Rapido, book bike, give check to the driver and then ask driver to go hand over check there? No, right?
No.
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 Then how are you going to send check to the vendor? You will typically courier it.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Majority you will be couriering the check. For you to courier the check, you need the detailed vendor address or not.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Correct
Mailing
vendor
address.
address is required. Right. Now on the invoice or on the official legal document of the vendor, it must be clearly mentioned stating, please remit your payment to, or please send your payments to the below address. They will clearly mention XYZ company head office so and so address. Am I right? It
Yes.
Yes.
must be on the official document. If anybody is sending an email, please send a payment to this address. Never accept it and tell your user not to do anything or not to take any action on it, because anybody can send any wrong address. Payment might go to wrong person. Possible,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
right? Now, if your vendor is telling payment, please remit payment to below account details. They are giving so and so account holder name, account number is this, bank number is this, bank branch is this, bank code or IFSC code is this. In this case, vendor is expecting you to process the payment via online transfer,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
right? Now, your payment mode, your payment method can be either check or transfer.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Typically, cash is not allowed because cash has got limitations everywhere, right? You cannot perform the cash transaction beyond the limit.
Yes.
So majoritarily cash payments are ruled out, eliminated. For any vendor, you don't go by the cash payment. It is strictly bank payment. Now for bank payment, there are only two possibilities. Point number one is a check payment. Point number two is an online transfer. Now, when you're talking about vendor itself, are you getting to know about how to pay the vendor or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If you don't decide this, nobody will sell you, right? Now I say that I wanted to buy something, but I don't know if I will be in a position to pay or not because I don't know my financial situation. Will you sell anything to me?
No. No.
No.
No.
Right? You're giving me credit period, assuming that I will be in a position to repay it, pay the amount on time. If I say that no, I'm not sure, or if you're not sure, you will not definitely sell anything to me, right? Meaning there is a trust, there is a confidence or not,
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
right? Assuming that we created a vendor. Now, at the time of vendor creation itself, are we supposed to think about vendor payment or not?
Yes. We need to think.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Now, this vendor payment is of two types. One is your cash payment and another one is bank payment. This is where you listed 2 points called as cash accounting and bank accounting.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is coming into the picture. If it is cash accounting, you need to make sure every cash must be reconciled. Now, is it okay? I am working as a cashier in your company. Morning, when I open the counter, there are 5,000 rupees. And evening, when I close the counter, there are 25,000 rupees. Morning, how much is there?
5,000.
5,000.
Evening,
25,000.
25,000.
Opening. Opening.
25,000. So typically, what is the transaction for that particular day? Cash
20,000.
transaction,
20,000.
20,000.
Deposits and withdraw.
Because
20,000.
already there is a 5,000 in the morning, evening it is 25. Now the difference is 20,000. 20,000 is the transaction. Now I am supposed to show the details or I'm supposed to do the reconciliation on that day itself before I leave the office. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I need to make sure that cash is collected, cash is counted, and all the transaction bills are kept aside. I will hand over it to the owner or my senior, my manager.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I say it is 25,000 closing balance? Actually, I have some urgent work today evening. I will take 20,000. Tomorrow morning, I will bring back 20,000. Will you allow?
No.
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 Even if 1 rupee is missing, I have to be taking the responsibility. I have to give 1 rupee from my pocket. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Because
sir.
I am the one who is handling the cash and I am the one who is supposed to reconcile the cash. And for you to do all these things, there is something called cash journal. What is it?
Cash journal.
Cash journal.
You have something called cash journal. So your cash journal will work like three-way matching. When you say three-way matching, you need to match the cash in 3 points. First one is your cash counter. In cash counter, you have physical cash. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Second one, cash GL. You have the accounting data here.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And then you have cash journal closing balance. All these three must be the same number. Anywhere there is a deviation, gone. Cash GL closing balance. All these three things must be same or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there is no problem, everything must be same. 25, 25, 25 everywhere. If there is any deviation, gone. And here in the cash reconciliation, one must verify it and another person must confirm it. That okay, I counted it 25,000. It is 25,000. Otherwise, it is difficult for any business to trust. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, what is cash journal? Is it a manual journal?
It's a different functionality in SAP. There is a different screen with which you will find out the cache. All this I will show once we start the regular classes. Every point will be shown practically in depth. Okay, so this is about your cash journal. Similarly, when you're talking about cash, you need to understand how cash is coming. Somewhere there should be a point, right? How you will have the cash. You may be depositing cash in the bank. Whatever the cash, you will receive it. Tomorrow morning, you may have to deposit the cash.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If
Yes.
cash is not available, you don't have any cash, you may have to withdraw from the bank.
Yes.
Sir.
Some of the customers may be paying by cash. You may be paying cash to some of the vendor.
Yes.
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 Alright. So you need to understand what kind of entries do we perform with the cash and how we will post the entries to the cash. In short, at least the basic fundamental related to cash we need to have a clarity. Now this clarity is coming from right from the vendor,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
right? Now assuming your vendor is telling no, I don't want cash, we don't accept cash, we accept only the digital payment either by bank, check or by bank transfer. Now accordingly you need to make sure bank is available with you. Now here what we need to do, we need to make sure bank accounting is in place.
Yes, sir.
When you're bringing bank accounting in place, we need to make sure something called house banks. Which one?
House banks.
House bank.
House bank is nothing but company's bank account, not vendor bank account, company bank account. If you're operating a company, you will open the bank account in the company name or not.
Yes, company name
But
only.
basically you open a current account, right? So that company bank account is nothing but house bank. Here you need to maintain the company bank account and then update the details. Now the moment you're talking about bank, immediately you need to talk about BRS. BRS means what?
Bank
Bank
reconciliation.
reconciliation statement.
Bank reconciliation. If you are holding a bank account, BRS is by default mandatory or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It is meant.
Right? In this BRS, you will get two. One is MBS or another one is EBS.
EBS.
MBS means manual bank
Manual bank.
statement. EBS means
Electronic.
electronic bank
Electronic bank.
statement. You need to understand both. Manual bank statement you need to understand. Electronic bank statement also you need to understand. Reason, now you're talking about bank. Bank means bank account. Then you immediately understand how do you reconcile the bank. You will reconcile bank statement for the bank transactions. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The reconciliation is nothing but verification. You will verify when there are two records. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You need to ensure bank statement, and you also need to ensure your bank account, bank GL account. Bank GL account statement plus bank statement you verify. If a transaction is appearing in both bank GL account and bank statement, then this is a reconciled transaction.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If the transaction is reflecting in bank GL accounting entry plus bank statement, then it is a reconciled transaction. Sometimes you will get transaction maybe only in bank statement but not in the bank GL account, or it is there in bank GL account but not in bank statement. This is nothing but unreconciled transaction,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
right? These points also we need to understand. Now you're talking about bank transaction. You will use the bank account for both receiving money and sending money.
Yes, sir. Incoming and outgoing.
Yes, sir.
In
Yes,
short,
sir.
for
Yes, sir.
payment you will use the bank account, for receipt also you will use the bank account, and you are also using the bank for the bank reconciliation,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
meaning your bank account or your bank must be created with minimum 3 accounts. One account for BRS purpose, one account for receiving money, one account for paying money. For BRS purpose, whatever you use it, it is called as bank main account. For incoming purpose, for receiving money, whatever you use it, it is called as bank incoming account. For making a payment, whatever you use it is called as bank outgoing account. In
Outgoing
short,
payment.
bank main account, bank incoming account, bank outgoing account, to ensure BRS or bank reconciliation is possible. Okay. Now here, once you have this picture, you have these points sitting in your mind. BRS is required, electronic, manual, house bank, all these points you need to look at. Okay, now I'm talking about vendor. So far we talked about our bank account. If you don't have bank
Yes.
account, how can you make bank payment? Not possible, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
So that is why we talked about bank accounting. Is bank accounting important before you get into AP or not?
Yes, it's
Yes, sir.
important.
Important.
Yes, sir.
Important. Now you have your bank account. Now you will tell, okay, tell me vendor, you want check or you want transfer. Okay, vendor is telling a check. If you want to send check to vendor, you are more concerned about vendor address,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
right? Because you wanted to ensure check is received to the vendor on time. Sometimes vendor will tell, I did not receive the check. Maybe you send it to the wrong address. Vendor might block your further orders.
Yes.
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 Sir.
Yes.
Vendor might say that I will take legal action against you.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're telling we
Yes.
already given the check. But vendor will tell I did not receive it. To which address you sent? Anything might come up, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Don't think everything will be smooth. When everything is smooth, we don't have any work. When there are points which might be a little tricky, when there is a point, when there is a problem, understand why this is happening. Then when you are in a situation where there are things working in a different scenario, easy for you to connect, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And when
Yes.
you talk effectively. When somebody is talking, when somebody is explaining any problem, easy for us to understand or easy for us to convince. Though you are not comfortable, but at least you will give an effort, right, to convince the other person. That
Yes.
effort
Yes.
people will see when you're talking. What is your effort? To what extent you are comfortable on the subject? Nobody wants your expert. Nobody wants your thorough expertise on this, but everybody wants you to ensure at least you are comfortable, you are familiar to the topic. Okay. Now, in case if your vendor is requesting online transfer, now to do the online transfer, you need vendor bank details or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We need vendor bank detail. When you need vendor bank detail, you need to ask vendor, please share your account number, account holder name, bank IFSC code, and so on so detail.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Once we get this information, while creating the business partner, you need to update vendor details there. And it is also possible every vendor can contain more than one bank account.
Yes, sir. Possible.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Some vendors will have one bank account, some vendors will have multiple bank account. Accordingly, you need to make sure you need to get a confirmation from the vendor to which account we need to make the payment, because system gets confused what is to be considered.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Vendor will
Yes, sir.
tell, okay, if the amount is less than 1 lakh rupee, deposit to this account. If amount is more than 1 lakh, please deposit in the other account. Vendor also might have a different logic, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
They say that if we get more amount, we will keep it in this account. This account will give us more interest. Possible? Vendor also will have a logic, right?
Yes, possible.
There may be any logic. Now you need to just get the confirmation from the vendor, accordingly create it. Let's assume that all these are set up. Vendor is a setup. Now, so to set up the vendor, you talked about vendor master, different other points, including a cash bank, house bank, a cash channel, bank reconciliation.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now vendor is created. Once vendor is created, typically what you do with vendor, you will do the purchasing. Now for you to do the purchase, what is the most commonly used purchase logic for any vendor? Directly you go purchase, or you place the order to vendor?
Place the order.
Place the
Vendor.
order.
Place the order to vendor.
Procurement.
We will be placing the order to the vendor. When you're placing the order to the vendor, you need to understand that this is something FIMM integration, P2P cycle.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
FIMM integration, P2P cycle. P2P means what?
Procure to
Procure
pay.
Procurement.
To payment.
Procure to pay or procurement to payment. Right from purchasing until the payment, you need to understand. Let's say you are purchasing something. Whenever you are purchasing something from a vendor, there are three possibilities. Point number one, when you are purchasing, money is coming in or money is going out.
Money is going out.
Money is
Going out.
Whenever you are purchasing, money is going out. Your money is going out because you are spending.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
sir.
Your
Yes,
money
sir.
is going because you are spending. Any spending is called as an expense.
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
Yes.
Right? Now your expenses are capex, opex, capital expenditure, operating expenses.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
Yes.
Operating
Right? Now you
expenses.
need to look at what are you purchasing from vendor. Whatever you're purchasing from the vendor, those who are not talking, please be on mute. Whatever you're purchasing from the vendor, if your purchase is going to balance sheet, anything which is going to balance sheet, is it called as capex or opex?
Capex.
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 Thing, whatever is going to balance sheet is called as capex. For example, you are purchasing something related to any service. Now, this service or any consumable will go to P&L. If it is going to P&L, what is it called as?
operating
OPEX. Operating.
expense.
Operative expenses.
Operating
Operating
expenses or OPEX. So first you need to understand CAPEX, OPEX. Whenever you're talking about vendor invoice, vendor purchasing, purchase is of CAPEX or OPEX. If you're purchasing any material from the vendor, material will be shown in the P&L or material will be shown in the balance sheet.
balance sheet.
Balance.
Balance sheet. Balance sheet means CAPEX or OPEX.
Capex.
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 Balance sheet means it's a CAPEX. Now, one is you can buy the material from the vendor. Second one, you can also buy a fixed asset from the vendor, like laptop and all.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
If I am purchasing a laptop, what is it called as? CAPEX or OPEX?
Capex.
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 This is also CAPEX. For example, I am ordering vendor to make some repairs. I am ordering vendor for some stationary items. Then
OPEX.
Capex.
Capex.
OPEX.
Operating
Capex.
Let's
expense.
say some guests came. Now I ordered food from a restaurant. Then
OPEX.
Operating expenses.
Opex.
meaning you need to differentiate what are we purchasing according to the purchase, whether it is a capex or it is an opex. Are we supposed to differentiate or not just purchase
Yes.
blindly now?
yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
no more
sir.
purchases. Now you will never use purchase in any of the company. Purchase will be replaced by nature of product, whatever is coming in, whatever you're buying. Accordingly, you will decide capex or opex, meaning asset purchase, material purchase, service purchase, or consumable or any expense related purchases. Now, if it is based on the order, you will place the order. Based on the purchase order, you will be receiving the goods or services.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right? Based on the purchase order, you will be receiving goods or services. You need to understand what is the accounting entry for goods and services. For example, if it is inventory account debit, GRIR account credit, or asset account debit, GRIR account credit, or expense account debit, GRIR account credit, depending on the scenario, are we supposed to understand the entry or blindly by heart the entry?
We need to understand the
Understand
entry.
it.
You're supposed to understand.
Right? You need to understand based on the scenario, no by hearting. The common mistake which everybody does is when somebody is talking about FIMM integration, blindly we will tell inventory account debit, GRIR account credit. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
But we never think, at least for a 1 second, that nowhere we are mentioning this accounting entry in case if you are purchasing a material, right?
Yes.
And you will never mention that in case if you are purchasing asset, and for asset purchase there is no GRN entry because asset is always non-valuated GRN. Similarly,
Sir,
if you are purchasing any services, it will be expense account debit, GRIR account credit. Meaning, when you are explaining, you have to be very careful or not, especially in the interview.
Yes.
Yes.
For us, we are always correct, but to the outside person, they think that you do not know anything. And now, if I tell FIMM integration means inventory account debit, GRIR account credit, am I talking you about inventory purchase, or are you telling me specifically if you are purchasing inventory? No, right?
Yes.
No.
It is not
No.
specific.
Blindly you are telling inventory. Why you are telling inventory when there are three? Meaning you are blindly telling, you are not even applying while talking a single thought that whether what I'm talking is meaningful or not. You getting my point?
Yes.
Yes.
There are so many mistakes like this we make. There's just an example I'm telling you because most of you can connect it to this. Like this, there are so many. When you make these mistakes, you will never realize that this is a mistake. So when we are not realizing that this is a mistake, you will never know why you are not getting selected in the job. You will find people attending interviews for months. They say that I attended so far 20 interviews, 30 interviews, 50 interviews. From last 1 year, I'm attending interviews. From last 6 months, I'm attending interview. You tell there is an opportunity, they tell I already attended there. You tell any company, they tell I already attended interview, I got rejected. Why? Does not mean they don't have the subject. They have very good subject. They're very good at this, all the config, everything, but there are minute mistakes which they will never realize unless somebody makes them understand. Am I correct?
Yes.
sir,
And this will
can
never
you,
come from your self realization. And these points, once we understand, okay, in this topic, these are the key points. This is what happens in a project. This is what we need to understand. When I talk to somebody, these are the key points that I need to highlight so that the opposite person feels confident, the opposite person feels comfortable that I am clear about the subject or I can perform in the project. As I said, it is not about our confidence. It is also about making the opposite person feeling confident in your interview. Am I right?
Yes.
These mistakes
sir,
will
can
never
you,
allow the other person to feel comfortable, and we need to make sure all these points are clearly taken care right from the beginning. Not that overnight these things cannot be fixed. It takes time. Am I right?
sir, can you
It
tell
takes time,
me
and you need to
assets
put
and OpEx
Yes.
again?
anything related to PNL is OPEX. Okay, if debit is going to PNL account, it is OPEX. If debit is going to balance sheet, it is CAPEX. You know
Means,
PNL account, balance sheet account, right?
yeah,
whatever you are purchasing, if it is going to balance sheet, capex. Whatever you are purchasing, if it is going to P&L, it is opex.
Okay. Purchasing
Okay.
going to P&L is OPEX, you know?
Yeah, P&L is opex, balance sheet is capex.
Okay.
Okay. Now, once this is done, you need to make sure you are going to invoice posting. When you do the invoice posting, now you cannot just like that tell the invoice entry because your purchase is not straightforward, right?
Yes.
When you are
Yes.
creating a purchase through PO, you have three segregations there: invoice, asset, and then service,
Yes.
Yes.
consumable, expense.
Yes.
Accordingly, your invoice entry will be determined. Don't blindly tell GRIR account debit, vendor account credit. You may be again wrong here, which we will never realize. In case of material, you may be correct. GRIR account debit, vendor account credit. In case of a service, you may be correct. GRIR account debit, vendor account credit. But in case of asset, you are 100% wrong. It is not GRIR debit, vendor credit, because in S4 HANA system, assets are treated differently.
Yes.
Now it's time for you to parallelly look at fixed asset also,
Yes.
for you to look at inventory also,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
right? Now asset accounting in ECC is different. Asset accounting in S4 HANA is also different. How asset accounting is working in ECC, how asset accounting is working in S4, you need to understand. First of all, we need to understand what is fixed asset. And then for every fixed asset, you have something called a depreciation.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Depreciation because you are using it. Am I right?
Yes.
It is already purchased.
Yes.
Simple example, you purchase a mobile phone today for 20,000 rupees. You buy a mobile phone today for 20,000 rupees. Tomorrow you try to sell. See who will buy it for 20,000. The same person who sold you will also not buy for 20,000, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it will start losing what
Its value.
value? Because the moment the product is purchased, you are capitalizing. Just that we are not writing any accounting entry in our day-to-day life, but you are capitalizing the asset, right? Like you are purchasing an ice cream, you are purchasing a mobile phone. Both are same, use and throw.
No, sir.
Yes.
Both are same, ice cream and then mobile phone.
Ice,
No, sir.
no. Ice cream is consumable.
Right? You will buy the ice cream, maybe 100 rupees. You will buy the costly ice cream. You eat and then throw it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You buy a mobile phone. When
That
you
we
buy a
can use
mobile
it.
phone, you will use it for 1 month, 2 months, and then throw it. No, right? Even
No.
after 1 year, 2 year, it is still in working condition.
Yes.
Yes.
Even if you dismantle it, sell the spare part, you will get some 1 rupee also,
Yes.
Yes.
right? Now, but the moment you purchase the asset, like a mobile phone in our example, you will not get the same value on the same day also,
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
because it is already capitalized. It started losing the value.
Yes.
Yes.
For every asset, there is a depreciation, except land and building. Because for land and building, value will always be increased, appreciated. Other than land and building, for all the other asset, the value will be decreased,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
right? Now this decremental in the asset value is basically depreciation. Now this asset accounting is a country specific requirement or legal requirement. When you say country specific or legal, you have no control here. If you are working in India, Indian accounting will tell, or Indian Companies Act will tell, or Indian accounting standard will tell how to charge depreciation on asset. Not your choice, not my choice, right? Agree or not?
Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
Now the asset will be depreciated based on the percentage or based on the life in India.
Based on the
Percentage.
percentage. Based on, yeah.
Life based on
The life of the asset.
Now everybody is aware of asset accounting in SAP, right?
Yes.
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 We are all in India, right? Majoritarily,
Yeah.
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
right? Now we don't know how asset depreciation is calculated in India. Good or not good situation?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Not good, right? And then we think about what is the configuration for asset accounting, what is the interview question for asset accounting. I am finding it difficult. You first find the basic fundamentals of asset accounting from a company point of view. Tomorrow people will literally put this question: how did you calculate a depreciation? How did you set up a depreciation? People will ask practical questions. You are not going to campus interviews, right? Like a fresher, they will ask only the definition, meaning, advantages, disadvantages, and all comparison. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Correct.
Yes, sir.
You're going to a competitive market. Be competitive. Expect the questions and then accordingly prepare the points so that you will stand confident in the market. Otherwise, what will happen? We will not be in a position to handle the interview properly. You will feel scared. You think that I don't think I can get the job. Many times people will get this thought. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Assuming you prepared for interview very well. On the asset accounting, you put a lot of effort and then somebody simply put a question, how depreciation is calculated in your project. You may be showing all the Indian projects, or somebody might ask, how do you charge depreciation in India? If you tell based on the percentage, everything is gone with one line, one word,
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
yes or no,
Yes.
gone.
Yes.
Yes.
What is the use of your preparation? What is the use of your effort, hard work? All gone, just like that.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. With one word.
That is where you have to be. That is where you have to be smart. Your understanding, your learning, your preparation, your guidance, everything should be different. Not so easy for you to get into SAP FICO job as you're thinking that I'll complete the training, I'll sit, I'll put my effort. No, there are so many points that are to be considered before you get into SAP FICO. These are all the mistakes that many people will do in SAP FICO. That is the reason not everybody will get SAP FICO job after the completing training, preparation, practice, even after attending multiple interviews. When you're making fundamental mistakes, which you will never realize, you'll never get the job. Am I correct? You will never feel
Yes.
confident. Every rejection will give you some drop in the confidence.
Yes.
Yes.
It
Yes.
will lessen
Yeah.
your confidence, right? You feel not so confident. Next interview, you start getting fear. Thinking, I don't know what they will ask. I don't know what to prepare. After attending certain interviews, we come to a stage, I don't think I will get a job. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
This will come or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When this will come not during your training, this will come after your training. At that time, I don't know who you are, you don't know who I am. Am I right? In general
Yes.
situation,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
you're all alone at that situation. But here it is not like that. Here it is not like that. I will be with you until you get the job in SAP FICO to ensure you gain the right knowledge, you gain the right content with which you will be competitive in the market. You have full rights to question me back. You told me this, but this is not used in any of my projects. You can directly ask me questions in your live recorded session. You're teaching me this, you're telling me this, you're explaining me this, but this is not practically I'm saying in the project. You can literally put me a question in the live recorded session. I'll tell you why I'm talking this. I'll make you understand why things will be different in the projects. Whatever is Google content, I will ask you to learn it from Google only. When you're here, I want you to create the impact. I want you to have that confidence. When you're
Yes.
here, I also want you to have the same feeling. Not that you are learning same thing that you get outside. Not that same thing you get it in Google, you get it in YouTube. If that is the case, I will tell you to please don't invest money with me. And here I want you to equally put your effort. As I said, my effort alone will not work here. I also want equal or in fact a little more effort than me from your side.
Yes.
If you follow what I'm telling, if you follow what I want you to do, what I tell you to do, I will write on the paper 100% you'll get the job. There's no doubt about it. There is no second thought about it. And when you talk, you feel the difference. You feel the difference from your friends, your colleagues. They realize the difference in you. When you realize the difference, it might be a little here and there, but you may be thinking that I'm feeling overconfident, but you will feel your friend, your colleague will feel the difference in you. If you're already working, you will realize it. If you are not already working, when you talk to your friend, you will feel the difference. You will think that you are no longer scared. You feel that you're no longer afraid. You are scared, you are afraid because you don't know what is what, right? That is the only reason for the fear.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
When you know what is what practically, confidently, there is no point of any fear. You need to
Yes.
ensure this is how it works. And here you need to have single source. When I say single source, whatever I am telling, you have to stick to me. If you combine multiple, it will become a khichdi. Nothing will be clear. Meaning your approach should be clear. If you wanted to follow me, follow only me. Because what I talk is completely different what you see outside. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I talk things in a different way. I connect things in a different way. From session to session, batch to batch, I don't talk same thing. You listen to me on the same topic 100 times, you will see me talking 100 different ways.
Yes, sir.
I'll not talk the same thing. I'll not tell you the same thing. Because I don't want you to get bored if you're listening to me 100 times. I want you to tell that 100 times I got 100 new points. That's where you feel interesting, right? That's where you feel like I got to know something new. Otherwise, like you're watching movies second a time, you guess what is the next scene, what is the next fight, next song. Here, there is the scene is boring. Let me go bring a popcorn. I don't want you to be like that. I want you to feel, get new point whenever you listen to me. I don't want you to guess. I will never allow anybody to guess what is my next move. You will never guess what I'll talk tomorrow. You will never guess how I configure a topic. You never guess what example I will take. You will never guess what I will teach you, what I want you to do it. Because I want you to be practical. I want you to understand the concept, not based on what I'm doing. It is based on what you're doing, right? Tomorrow you have to learn, right? Not me. Agree?
Yes.
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 You need to
Yes.
understand it. You have to be in a position to sit, put your effort, understand, recollect everything, talk. If I show everything, and based on my session, based on my recording, if you do everything, I'm not teaching you anything, right? To be very honest,
Yes.
it's easy for me to tell, refer the recording, practice. Can I tell you, refer the recording, give the interview?
No.
No.
Can I tell you, refer the recording, work in the project?
No.
One stage you'll have to leave the recording, right? At one stage you have to be independent, nothing in front of you. You're capable enough to work, talk to anybody on your own,
Yes.
independently. If that is not
Yes,
happening, there is no point of my training, there is no point of my effort. Agree or not?
Yes. Agree.
sir.
Yes.
You take your left hand, right hand. If I am with
I.
you, it's like your right hand. You write your name with your right hand. You write properly, right?
Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
When I am with you, it is like you're writing your name with right hand. When I am not there, shift pen from right hand to left hand, write your name. You will feel the difference.
Yes.
Yes.
It will be like this when you're in the project, when you're in the interview, because you never practiced it. You never imagined it. You never know what will happen when. Right? You have to be confident and you have to be practical. We are not school, college going kids, right? To understand, to do based on the important questions, assignment and all, you need to put effort in a different way. And you have to be prepared mentally in such a way that I am not going to depend on the recordings forever. I will put my effort in such a way that I don't need any reference. I am capable enough to work on my own. Not immediately, but you have sufficient 4 to 5 months of time, more than enough for you to gain the confidence in such a way that you are competitive enough and you feel, yes, I can work on it now. Easy to clear the interview. No interview will create fear in you. No rejection will let you feel down. You will be comfortable. You will be satisfied with your interview performance right from the first interview, that I'm sure about it, provided you follow what I'm telling. And when you talk the right content, right point in a right way, nobody will even put any cross question to you. It all depends on how you're communicating, right? How you're talking, how you're convincing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
in your interview, you need to prove your subject. You have 30 minutes. In the 30 minute, is there any sequence for the interview?
No.
No, sir.
Is there any sequence like first 3 questions will be from GL, 4th, 5th from AP, 6th, 7th from AR, 8th, 9th
No.
from cash accounting, 10, 11 from integration, like that?
No,
No.
sir. Anything
No.
like that.
They can start from any topic. They can go to any topic. Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
Yes.
And you will not have any time to think and then respond. If you think and reply, they will get so many doubts in their mind, whether somebody is helping, whether he is referring to Google or notebook. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The moment question is raised, you have to respond immediately, spontaneously. Because here, keep
Yes,
one
sir.
point in your mind. Everybody is looking at what is your understanding on the subject. When I say everybody is looking for what is your understanding on the subject on a particular topic, how you're connecting, how you're responding to me on the spot. If you're understanding my question, if you're responding to me on the spot with relevant information, I am happy with you. I will take you in the project. You will be selected. That's it. No more second thought. But you need to practically understand how a candidate is shortlisted, selected in a company. What is expected from a candidate in a project. If you know these points practically, accordingly, when you put your effort, you will feel the difference. Otherwise, nobody knows why we are preparing, how we are preparing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
How we are practicing, why we are practicing, what we are practicing, and how it will be in the interview, we don't know. Somebody will tell it's very simple, you feel very happy. Tomorrow somebody will tell very difficult, I don't know and all, and then that day you will not even get sleep. Am I right?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
all imaginations. Don't live in the imaginations. Be practical. Be realistic. Whatever you understand, whatever you listen, whatever you practice, tomorrow you see it has to be same. In fact, whatever I talk to you, whatever I show to you is beyond your level. When I say it is beyond your level, nobody will come to this extent when you're in any interview, when you're in any project. I know whatever I tell, for sure nobody will understand 100%. Am I correct or not? Nobody will follow 100%.
Yes.
Yes.
You will give me discount, right? Okay, you're telling 100 thing, I will remember only 70%. I understand only 70%. Even after that, I want you to create the impact. I want you to gain job for sure. If I'm only telling you half and you're discounting remaining half, with half knowledge, everybody knows what happens, right?
No.
Yes, sir.
Half knowledge is more dangerous.
Yes.
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 Correct? So that way, we will not go ahead here. We will go ahead in such a way that whatever I talk, whatever I ask you to do it, you will literally feel every point after joining the company. Every point you'll experience, for every point, majority you will remember me. This is something that I've already heard about. Scenarios, situations, positive, negative, whatever I talk, you will practically see around you happening after you getting the job. I don't want to tell any point what happens during your training because here you are with me. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But I need to make sure you're comfortable, you can handle when I'm not with you. That's where you will feel comfortable, right? And everybody is
Yes.
aware after the training, after the job, I am no longer with you, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I may be busy with my stuff, you may be busy with your stuff, but I wanted to ensure you can handle it. And tomorrow, if you are able to handle confidently, if you feel comfortable, you will feel happy or not.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
At that moment, I don't want anybody to realize that I should have practiced like this, I should have learnt this, I should have done this, I should have done this, he should have told me this, he did not tell me this. I don't want anybody to bring these points or at least get these thoughts in your mind after you getting the job. I want instead you to think this is something that I've already heard about it, which I'm seeing it now. Then you will have a different mindset. Okay, in this situation, he told me to behave like this. In this situation, he told we need to handle like this. At least at that moment, instead of going blank, instead of getting fear scared, you know something to think, you know how to handle this situation.
Yes.
Those thoughts should strike your mind, meaning you should be very practical right from the beginning. Certain points may be looking funny, certain points may be looking a little odd, very scary, but every point is required because we are here to get the job, we are here to gain the practical understanding on SAP FICO, with which there is no look back. There is no second thought, you may not get job. No other option, we have to do it. Clear? Now we started from what? Accounts payable.
Yes.
We
Account
entered,
payable.
we talked about so many other points.
Yes, sir.
Every point is interlinked or not interlinked, whatever I discussed
Inter
so far.
Interlinked.
interlink.
Right? Every point is
Sir,
interlinked. You should not put any headings. When I say you should not put any heading, don't go by GL, AP, AR, cash, bank and all. That way it will never allow you to gain confidence. That way it will never allow you to feel comfortable, understand SAP FICO. You will configure everything, no doubt about it, but you will not understand. When you don't understand, you cannot talk. We're talking about AP only. With AP, I was able to go to different points and you're able to connect every point,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes.
Similarly, you need to understand when you go to some other topic, you need to connect. That is where we call it as business process. We don't call it as AP, AR process, right? Everybody will
Yes.
ask, understand the business process, meaning business process is not fixed. It contains multiple topics.
Yes.
That's where in any JD you would have seen, right? That's where everybody would have asked you, are you good at understanding business process? We are looking for somebody who can understand the business, who can work independently, who is self-sufficient to self-motivated, who is individual contributor. Because in a project, you are individual contributor. Nobody will do your work, nobody will share your work. If you're only for 3 days, your work will be on hold for 3 days. Fourth day, you only have to do everything. Not like end user, your quota will be done by somebody else. Not like that. Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
All right. So
sir,
once we,
sir, sorry, sir.
yes,
Sir, actually, I've got in banking process accounts payable, na? So from purchase order till vendor payment, you explained. But in banking process, normally I felt like they asked like, what is a DME process? So is it like, do you explain a DME process,
yes, it
how
will
it
come, it
works?
will come.
Because
When I
every
go to
interview
bank
normally the
topic,
interview asks,
then I'll
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it.
Each and every interview they normally asks, what is the banking process? Have you worked in DME process like this?
Correct.
Yeah,
Currently, we started from accounts payable. From the accounts
yeah,
payable perspective, whatever is required, from there we cover. Down
yeah.
below, we have different other points. When we come to those points, I'll add a different other point at that level.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Okay.
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 Now we need to make sure all these points we are connecting in such a way that you are feeling comfortable. Meaning you have to realize, okay, this is how I need to understand a topic. That gives you confidence. Okay, this is how in a project, in a company, things are happening. If I understand this, the other points are automatically covered. Now you have at least an idea about bank reconciliation.
Yeah.
You'll have to pay to the vendor through bank transfer,
Yes.
through check, house
Yeah.
bank, cash journal, three-way matching,
Mhm.
cash reconciliation, and all. Like this, different points when we have an idea, when you come to that
Yeah.
particular point, it is not a first time, right?
Yeah.
When
And
you
sir,
are
also
listening
cash.
certain things for the first
Yeah.
time, we
Yeah.
feel that, okay, something is new to me. But when you listen the same point couple of times, when you go to that particular topic, it is easy for everybody to connect, because there I'll give you different examples.
Yes.
Based on the topic, the example that I give will practically make you connected to the dot.
Yeah. And
Okay.
sir, cash journal is it same as like petty cash, like small payments that it is
Yeah,
linked to
that only.
petty cash? Yeah. Yeah.
That
Okay, sir.
only.
Got it.
Same name,
Yeah.
alternative name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So this
Hello,
is about your accounts
Ajay.
payable at very high level.
Hello.
And in the
Sir,
coming sessions, we will talk about accounts receivable, fixed asset, inventory, cash bank, what is what. So that I don't want you to go through any content, because I will not share any content with you. This is what I will do, because I do not know how you read the content. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And you
yes,
might read it based on the configuration step, that I don't know, but I want you to understand it in a proper way. Then you go wherever you want. I don't stop you. But at least those who are coming to me, I want people to come to me with clarity. No assumption, no guessing, no trial. For trials, I'm not the right person. For testing, I'm not the right person. If you are sure about getting into FICO, then only pick me. Otherwise, I have no force for anybody to join me, and that is not the reason why I'm telling this. I'm telling you different points just to ensure I want you to understand every point clearly and then join, so that you have a clear clarity and you'll connect it to what we discuss in the sessions. Yep, somebody was saying something.
sir. Actually, it's me, Krishna. Yeah. Actually, I'm working with the IBM currently. So got US opportunity like on site. I have different scenario actually. If I put this question, I might be deviating this class again. So can I call after the class 2 minutes?
No, these questions related to career and all, which
No, no,
background,
not
all this kind
career,
of thing.
not career regarding this class actually. So can I call
This
after?
question and answer session, I will put it, I'll take all the questions. And
Uh,
those sessions I will not upload anywhere, because there we will be talking about personal related information. I'll make sure those questions will not be uploaded anywhere, because it contains your personal confidential data. Somebody may be talking their current company, current experience and all, right. Those will not go to YouTube. That's where I don't mix these questions in the regular class, because this I'll be uploading the YouTube. When I take the questions, I'll exclusively answer everybody's question, everybody's concern,
okay.
without any recording, so that you can freely ask your doubt question, wherein it will not, I don't even record that session, so that there's no thought, there's no fear that it might go anywhere. It will not go anywhere. Even I don't get that recording, so that you can clearly ask your doubts, confusions about SAP FICO, your current situation, or any point that is striking your mind. You can freely ask. I'll answer each of your question in a best possible way.
Uh,
Okay.
sure, sir. Else I
Sir,
text you the thing. Can you answer it?
sir, I
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
question
that is
here.
also fine.
Yeah, sure, sir. I'll
Sir,
text you right now. Thank you.
as we have
Yeah.
a master data for the accounts payable, so generally we'll have a one-time vendor and contract vendors, and as well as recurring vendors, right? So
Hmm.
how do we consider these three type of vendors at the while using end user level? So while
It is all
creation of
based on the reporting.
mm-hmm.
How you wanted to represent your vendor liability in the balance sheet, that it triggers how many account groups are required for vendor, like one time, domestic, international, all this kind of thing is based on how you represent your vendor liability in the balance sheet.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell that
So
I have
mm,
20,000 rupee liability, you will ask me why, right? I may be saying 5,000 rupees from credit card, 2,000 from my friend, 1,000 rupees from XYZ. meaning
Okay.
it's my liability, but I need to segregate it. What is what?
Okay.
Accordingly, for your vendor,
Yeah.
you have this segregation. In every company, there is a classification.
Okay.
According to the reporting classification, you will create a different vendor account group. This you will understand practically in the regular classes. How this will be done, on what basis we will segregate, how you create that vendor codes, that 4-digit account group code, how you will create it, how you will map it, whether you will do it on your own, client will provide it, what naming you will take, what numbering you will take, how you will connect, whether you will do it, will do it, how you will perform CVI. Every point you will clearly understand in the regular classes. Here, I cannot make you understand every point, right? Because it takes time and you need different point prior understanding. In the regular classes, I'll go in a sequence with which you understand every point easily, meaning once we start regular classes, initially we will have the complications, but going forward, everything will be simple. I'll not start with simple, go to complicated. Instead, I talk complicated, I make it simplified. As you move forward, I should not create fear, right? I have to remove the fear.
Yeah. Makes
Tomorrow,
sense.
when you're in the market, I don't want anybody to have fear. Let it be about interview, let it be about job, whatever it is. You are confident, comfortable. That should be my target, that should be your target. For that, what is required? We will go in such a way. Meaning for everything, there is a logic behind it. Logic behind it.
Got your point.
Okay. All right. Fine then. The remaining portion we will connect at the same time tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, sir.